Alrighty then, welcome to a Category A matchup here between GG and Fugick. Yes, if that makes you hungry, me too. Let me introduce the players here first. In the blue, we got Duck Down. I love that name. That's funny. Playing as the Vietnamese here, immediately Xing where the opponent's DCs are, so everyone knows, because that's what Vietnamese can do. In the green, we have Pastel de Franco playing as the Franks, so the Pastel de Franks maybe in this case. And then in the teal, we have I Am Crash, or I Am for sure. Nah, it's I Am Crash, playing as the Ethiopians. On the other side, we got Lueto playing in the red as the Mayans, very nice. In the yellow, we got Chanchilaro playing as the Berbers. And on the other side, we have El Fan de Lueto, Lueto's biggest fan, playing as the Saracens. Yeah, it's kind of funny, huh? I bet Purple is so happy he gets to play with red. It's like, oh, I get to play with Lueto. Oh, the fangirling. It's like Lueto's like, oh god, can you like make some archers, please? Stop fangirling over me. Nah, I'm just kidding, obviously. All right, yeah. As Blue is already Xing where Red's DC is, which did he scout that? Wait, how does Blue know that? Oh, Blue's Vietnamese. Never mind. I was like, wait, are they cheating? What is this? But Blue's Vietnamese. He's just Xing it again. Probably his teammate asked, yo, can you X the TC again? There you have it. You know, just for, you know, because we're good teammates. There you have it. Now, do we want to talk about civilizations here? Not really. It's pretty standard, actually. Like, Ethiopians are standard fare. Vietnamese, you see a lot when Britons get banned. They're pretty good as well. Especially since you know where your opponents are. It's pretty big. Pretty big, so you can lame if you want to, which is allowed, by the way. It's allowed in this tournament. You are allowed to lame, and wall in resources and all the good stuff. If you can do it without a mod, it's pretty much allowed. Okay. And Franks, of course, are a great civilization. Although Franks always at risk of struggling against a Berber player, because the Berbers can easily mix in a few camels here and there. You know, because it's so cheap for them, which makes it easy for them to catch a Frank player off guard and be very difficult for them. Yeah, bam, damn, 7 arrows to the heart. Ouch. Lueto #1 on the battlefield and in our hearts. Aw, how cute. Now you'll see Lueto's getting well, he's bottom scorer right now, kind of. Oh, never mind. I said nothing. I said nothing. There, see, he switched all the way to the top. Yeah, in the Dark Age, it doesn't really matter score. You know, I mean, the only thing you can tell from Dark Age score really is whether your opponent's going to drush or not, because their score will go up a lot higher than it usually would, because you're making military, right? For the rest, though, it's not that important. Anyways, alright, I should be talking. I was just kind of enjoying the sight. I should be talking here. Now, let's have a look at resources. We got a side goal for red, but if he walls the front of his base, he should be fine with that. I don't think that's a problem. That's a pretty open front, though. Like, it makes it easy to attack from this side for his opponents, which is something he'll probably have to work about. And probably maybe a wall to the side. I mean, you could maybe do it. That's a lot of walling, though. And you see that Category A players, they tend to not wall as much because they rely more on early aggression and, you know, doing more damage with early military. As we see Red trying to snipe an unloomed villager, but yeah, there's too many villagers here, so that doesn't work, fortunately. For Blue, though, it has these berries on a hill. Now, they're on top of a hill, so at least there's that. So your villagers can't easily get sniped by archers on top of the hill. But still, right? If Red puts some archers on top of this, Teal's not going to have a good time. Teal does have gold in the back, though. Something Red actually sees now. Yeah, he's scouting it around, doing your work, right? But it should be easy enough for Teal to wall in front of his berries, and it will keep all of this safe. See, the wall's already up here. Something that Red actually saw. Yeah, he sees the houses. He's just checking it. Yeah, the walls are up. Good to check that. And yeah, he's actually Xing the berries right now. He's saying, that's open. We're going to hit that. On the other side, we got berries walled in for Blue because they are very far forward and it is open as hell on this side. Worse still, the gold is there as well. So Blue's base, not the best in the world for sure. I'm sure that he has some complaints about that one as he drops a mining camp. That is a mining camp, all right? That's not going to be very efficient until he chops away some of the gold there. And then we got Purple last here. has a forward gold at the bottom of a hill. Eesh, that is kind of tricky. If your opponent gets on top of that hill, they can definitely do some damage there. It's easier, and why I always say hills are annoying is because it's easier from hills to break into someone's base because of that hill bonus that you do. That's why. And when your opponent sits on top of a hill, it's hard to push them off. Has berries in the back though, but it's fairly open. But as a, you know, at least the advantage is that if he walls over here, he has a lot of space actually. I'm not sure if he's going to think about doing that. Let's see what he can see. Yeah, he can't see that wood line actually, so he's not going to wall like that. Would be pretty good though. Red coming forward, some men-at-arms though. Will be men-at-arms in like a minute when she gets the upgrades. As we have yellow and red still trying to kill the scout. At least the scout goes down, very nice. But they're trying to keep the walls open, but Teal manages to keep the walls down. Walls in his village as well, so the archer range, I mean the barracks does go up. Kinda late though, already in few lates, but can't build an archer range right now because that barracks isn't up yet. As we see red, using the hill to get more damage in on this palisade wall, and it goes down a bit faster as a result. Villager snipe attempt from purple, but that's not gonna happen. But it stops the wall for now. Alrighty then. As we have a scout being annoying on the gold for red as well. Red, of course, didn't really wall that much yet because he is, you know, he's betting on his men-at-arm aggression to keep him safe for a while. That is why he's not walling as much. As we have a snipe attempt for purple again, but yeah, blue pulling some villagers to push that away, so purple can do no more than be annoying here and just try to keep the walls open as long as he can. As a villager though kind of caught off guard, but it was close enough to the DC, but the DC fires a bunch of arrows to scare off these marauding raiders. Red is still trying to break through the walls, but of course one villager is just enough here to keep this palisade wall up. It does idle some a villager though, and of course it costs wood, you know, which is definitely still worth it, I'd say. Green though, sending over his scouts. Now the thing is, normally in 1v1s, when you go aggressive forward, you can use that time to get your walls up. In a team game though, you're gonna go aggressive against the flank. That doesn't mean the pocket can't hit you. And Green immediately showing up at some pesky Frankish scouts with extra HP. And red is forced to fight with villagers right now. As Green is slowly massing the numbers now to get some damage in. Yellow, in the meantime, though, is sending his scouts all the way down. Actually sacrificed a scout to kill a villager, or at least push the villager off the wall, allowing the men-at-arms to get in right now. Teal with some house walls. That save gold, not as safe anymore, as red is now sitting on this really nice hill right now, which is really going to be difficult for Teal to reconquer if he can't get his archers out. Teal does have some archers in the meantime. You know, he managed to get his archer range up. We were certainly delayed by all this aggression, as we see it right now. As red and yellow are probably going to back up a little bit over here. We got a scout being annoying in the wood line, but that's not going to do too much. Green actually sending his scouts back. Ooh, sending his scouts back, which means he won't be able to do any damage to red anymore, which red will be happy about. See, now he is actually keeping himself safe, giving him some time to maybe get some walls up. Has some idle time, though. I have a lot of idle time. Is that what the M's stand for? When something like that happens, and I can go like, As Green finding the archers now for red, and is able to snipe those archers without losing too many scouts. Hopefully, the men-at-arms are here as well. Teal's behind shooting it. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Clearing up the archers, clearing up the men-at-arms. Teal will be able to get his walls back up, and we'll be happy with that. All right. On the other side, not too much happening. Purple is just kind of hanging out, looking what's going on. Sees the archers at home now for blue. Knows that he can move out without having to worry about blue showing up in his back, which would be fairly annoying, obviously. As now he does show blue that his archers are here. Blue saw that, so now he knows the archers are right there. So blue now also knows where the archers are for purple. Looking at the economy, doesn't look like anyone is going to be able to click up the castle age anytime soon here. Although the pockets are probably in the best position to do that. We have a little bit of a micro battle. Blue using the hill in front of his base. Very nice though. But we have some micro from both players. One archer down for blue, one archer down for purple as well. Two archers down for blue. Who is this better though? Purple's starting to lose some archers here though. Yeah, he's going to have to back up. It's 4 archers now versus 8. Was a better fight for blue in the end, especially using that hill. A little bit of a scout engagement here. The spearman goes down, but there is some scout there from green to protect himself. So green will be okay here. As purple still holding the hill, just being annoying. That's an eagle scout, not doing too much. And yellow is... I think he got a kill here. He probably got a kill here. That's probably what green was trying to do. Get a house wall up. It didn't work. Building a blacksmith. Didn't go up either. He'll have to finish that right now. I mean, we could check if he got a kill, actually. Eco KD. He did lose... green actually lost 4 villagers, so I think he did take some damage there. As the spearman is rushing in with some lions. Let's go! Let's lion rush our opponents. Yes, yellow and green are having a battle of the scouts, but of course one spearman immediately swings that in the favor of the person with the spearman. We have purple coming forward again with archers. Not so much red. Red was more interested in just walling up. Actually... Wow, did he wall in his... Wait, is that walled in? I think that's actually walled in. He saved his villager then, as the scouts tried to kill that, but it didn't work. I guess there's some sort of tree behind this or something like that. In any case, he is safe. Very nicely done. As yellow's saying, yo, I'm chasing green scout in the middle over here. Spearman falling behind as the lions are closing in fast, so that spearman will eventually die to that. As yellow's still saying, yo, scouts are here, just be careful. Be careful. Let's see. We see an armor investment now from yellow. So yellow wants to take fights. Green, on the other hand, he's just going up the castellates. So yellow's going to delay his castellates now, but will have stronger scouts as a result. So he should be able to clear this scout army fairly easily, even though... And also has bloodline, so he has more HP than Frank's scout. So here you have the fight. Green now, yeah, he shouldn't commit to this fight right now. Just letting yellow run around is actually worth it, because these tanky scouts aren't being used right now against anyone else's base, which is worth it. Yeah, well, we'll check back later. We should probably see what Teal's up to, as Teal is... Well, moving into the wood line, forcing red into a tower, which already is a gain for Teal. This is already a gain for Teal. Even if he doesn't do any damage whatsoever, if he just runs home with his archers because he is about to go up the castellates, this was worth it. You force your opponent into a tower, which means they need to buy stone or mine stone in order to get extra town centers. So, yeah, it's going to be worse economy for red now compared to Teal. So this is all good. We still have the scouts kind of canvassing each other, you know, making sure that the other player isn't going to anyone else's base. Says Ashwander. And how are you doing, Ashwander? Exactly. Is that what the M stand for? Because that's kind of how I interpret it. Every time you do something suspect, I go like, I don't know about that one. As green runs in here to take down the walls, even though it's completely open on the right. Yeah, this is always really fun psychology, actually. You know, when you wall parts of your base, your opponent often assumes that you're actually still fully open. That you're fully walled, I mean. And they won't be looking for open spots sometimes, which is just kind of funny. All you needed to do here is just click your scouts beyond this wall. They would go to the north, and they just walk around it for you. Anyway, second town center coming up for green. He was in the castellates first, though, so he might get a slight eco lead as a result. I don't think that yellow's armor really did a whole lot for him, although there's still 5 scouts in the field. They could still do damage. It's still certainly possible. First knights coming out for the Franks player, though, as the Berber player is also making knights. Now, I say Berbers can make camels, doesn't mean they should make camels, right? So it's nice to have the option. I don't think you should be making camels, though, because they're worse against archers. If you can get more knights out, that's actually better. As blue is losing a lot of archers right now. Maybe you shouldn't have moved out here before actually clicking the crossbow upgrade button. As purple now occupies that beautiful hill in front of blue's town, takes down the gate, immediately making blue's base a bit less safe. Blue's base looks kind of pretty, though. I like it, with the little palisade wall around the farms. Looks like a real town that people could live in. And just like a real medieval town, it's under siege by an enemy force here that's looking to push in. As we have scouts under the TC here, doing some damage. Let's see. Scouts are getting some kills, though. This was totally worth it now. This is totally worth it. The extra armor allows the scouts to stay under the TC just a bit longer. And green is getting wrecked right now. Ouch! Down to 37 villagers. Not fast enough in time, that reaction. Green probably too busy microing his knights on the front over here. He's going to fall behind now in the Vilcon. It's 48 to 36. Ouch. And getting hit as the pocket is a big deal into games like this. Because you need the economy, man. You need the economy. What will our name be? Sounds good. Oh, is that how you guys did it? I see. Very funny. Very funny. Oh, I forgot to put banners up. I'll put the banners up between games. No worries. I just remembered. We got blue taking down an archery range because why not? You're Saracens. That's kind of what they do, right? Using the hill bonus again. Very nice. We have yellow versus green, as yellow is out popping green by a significant margin right now. I mean, this is the Berber power right there in Castle Age. You have cheaper knights allowing you to make more knights, and look at that. There's just as good as Frankish knights right now. And not only that, green got hit. He is struggling to keep his town centers and his knights, his stables producing at the same time. This is going to be really tough for them. It's the real history. Well, I believe you. I believe you. Makes sense to me. Ooh, mangonel shot though. Nice micro there by purple. Almost got hit. Got rocked by a mangonel shot, and now gets to have a siege workshop on this beautiful hill. Oh, very annoying for blue to deal with, because now you're gonna have to deal with siege as well. We have a fight in the middle there as green and teal are looking to defend this hill, but I don't think they can. There's just too many knights, too many crossbows. I mean, between red and teal actually has more crossbows, 30 of them, but it's not enough. It's not enough, man. Kachi is our brand creative director. I see. So we have ourselves a bot in the chat. Okay, well, I'll let you guys look at this fight. You know, we'll just focus on this knight right now. And let me go and ban the bot. You know what? I'm gonna get a mod for, you know, someone who can do that for me, because I don't want to get distracted like that. And ban. There you go. Ban hammer. That's what it's for. All right. This is what we have the follow function for. That way, if stuff is happening that is moving, I can still look at that. As we have blue struggling here against purple, who's pushing in with more and more crossbows as well. It is now 3 crossbows versus a lot more, as purple still microing. Very nicely done against the mangonel. Very risky. Only 4 crossbows against the mangonel. Ay. As purple actually committing more of his crossbows against this right now. He doesn't have a mangonel of his own. In the meantime, we have... It's looking to be a fight over here. I'm not seeing a whole lot of knights from green. Again, 38 villagers. He just doesn't have the vills. He's even getting raided at the same time, because the Berbers can do this. They have so many... They can make so many knights with fewer resources. It's so difficult to play again. As Steel goes for a panic DC on his gold. He has to keep this gold up. Few knights coming around to try to hit red in the back here. There's still a lot of crossbows here though for teal. That's a lot of Ethiopian crossbows. There's 40 of them. They can one-shot knights pretty much. Yeah, this is pretty dangerous still. Down center goes up. I think teal will defend here for a while, and red and yellow are going to back up for a sec. Alrighty then. Player 6 is Paraguas Waco. Oh, it's Paraguas. Oh, but he is Lueto's biggest fan, right? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. I was wondering when he would show up. Here we go. Yellow versus yellow and red, just kind of keeping posted outside of teal's base. Teal can't really move out, not without support from green. Like if there's town centers, he can maybe win, but he can't push against red. He can't push against red, and red's gonna have to back up here. Doesn't actually have more archers than the Ethiopian player, and the Ethiopian player also has faster firing archers, which is worse. Oh boy, oh boy. We are all fans, of course. Of course you are. Lueto fans. It sounds like only fans for Age of Empires players. As blue is just kind of potato right now. He's expanding his economy to the back though. So at least it's not like his entire economy is stuck in a town center, as we've seen many times today. As yellow is like, you need to fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Every hit. That's what he's saying. And green has knights. They are places. They're not here to defend this town center. And villagers will go down. Green finally back to a nice number of villagers. And green is like, okay, screw this. Screw this. It's over. Calls the GG here as yellow finishes up the TC. First game goes to Fugick. There you go. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Now, what can I say? I mean, between blue and purple. Purple was, you know, just put enough pressure on blue, and blue wasn't able to defend himself long enough. Especially that fight on the hill, that losing that was critical. When purple got control of this hill, it became increasingly difficult for blue, because look, it's all flat behind there, which you have an uphill battle, literally, to defend your base. As for teal and green, yeah, they were doing okay. I mean, teal had a lot of archers here. Teal was fine. The problem was green. Green got hit on his gold 3 times here. 3 times. Look at his build count. 38. He cannot keep up with a player who's just on 3 town centers booming. So he's 75. And it's also a Berber player. So they get way more knights on the field. Let me compare. 33 knights versus 10. Right there. So getting hit there by those scouts with extra armor because they had the armor upgrade was totally worth it. You know, before I said, maybe not worth it so much, but after he hit all those villages on the gold, totally worth it. It was very much worth it. Late reaction from green, maybe costing him the game there. Because as a result, teal couldn't move out. Because if he moves out on his own, then yellow and red gang up on him together, and teal loses his army, and then it's also GG, right? So that was the problem. Yeah, but really high level play, you guys. Really high level play. All right. Well, all right, statistics. Before I forget, I was just kind of... And now I had brain potato. That's what happened. Let's see. Best KD for red. Best KD for red. Very nice. Most army, though, for purple. Lots of army created. Actually didn't have a whole lot of army at the end. Like, he kept losing parts of his army in those fights, right? Those fights against blue. But yeah, blue barely had any army at all, so blue was defending with siege, which he could do because there were no enemy knights. But if yellow had sent a few knights over to blue, then all those mangonels wouldn't have worked anymore either. A great economy there for purple, closely followed by yellow. You see the economies for GG were just a bit worse. And now, of course, the moment we've all been waiting for. Who had the fastest APM? Let's go. It was yellow. Yellow with 71 APM. What a beast. What a beast. But I mean, everyone had a really good APM in this game. Like it's still very high on average. So that's certainly something to be proud of. Look at all these. It looks like a really pretty painting there with all the colors. I like it. Anyways. GG's. That was the first game for Fugick, who now have a Topos Unidos logo under them, which I will fix. No worries. Hang on. I got this. You guys actually making banners, and then I forget to put them up. What a bastard I am, man. No worries, I got this. Fugick, Yeah, you guys are such funny banners, dude. It's a shame to not show those. Here you go. It's the banner for Fugick. There you have it. Enjoy. And then you gotta tell me whose face that is, obviously, because I won't know. And we have a banner for GG as well, I think. GG, do we have a banner? Oh, actually, we don't. Wait, alright. Do I really not have a banner for that? Team GG, maybe? No. Okay. Well, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. You know, you don't have to have a banner, obviously. If I have it, I can't find it right now. That's okay. Alright. Perfect. Let me update the scoreboard, and then we can get started with the next game, which will be the home map for GG, which they randomly picked, by the way. Remember, they randomly picked this home map. So I really hope for them that against a strong team like Fugick, they're going to know what to do on this map, honestly. Because, you know, gonna be a tough one. So if you're ready, and I think you guys are ready, I'd say let's go into the second game here. Gotta load the replay, obviously. Blah, 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 blah. There you have it. And that will be on Dry River, which is the randomly picked map. Ready? Let's go. And capture rate starting up as well. Perfect. Alrighty. Welcome to the second game in the fourth set of the day. It is a category matchup still between GG and Fugick, with Fugick having the lead by scoring 1 point. That would give you the lead, right? Anyways, we have gone to this freaking home map called Dry River. And as you can see, it indeed is a dried out river. There's some ponds right here with a bunch of fish in there, which for the record, you want to see how much fish that is? That is... What? 424,000 food? Holy crap. That's a lot of food. Man, that's a lot of fish in this river. I can't believe so much fish is still alive, and you know, it's all dried up in these ponds. You'd say that they'd probably die fairly soon, but jeez. You're about to see the best Virgo game ever seen. Ooh. Alrighty then. Well, that makes me pumped for this game. No spoilers though. I want to see how this is going to go. Let me introduce the players. We'll start with the home map team. In the blue, we have Duck Down playing as the Vikings. All right, I like that name though, Duck Down, because I like ducks. In the teal, we have Pastel de Franco playing as the Magyars. I like that. Very much good aggressive potential here. And then in the green, we have I Am Crash playing as the Huns. Ooh, interesting. Thinking maybe some cavalry archers. Or just a night spam, who knows? It's still going to benefit the pocket regardless, because now the stables will work faster, which is kind of a neat bonus to have, even if Huns aren't the pocket. Then in the red... Wait, why are the colors weird? What is this? What is this? Why are the colors all mixed up? Okay, well, in the yellow then, because it's not red, in the yellow we have Suri playing as the Mongols. In the red, we have Loeto playing as the Italians. And in the purple, we have Alfondo Loeto, or apparently better known as Paraguas Conweco, playing as the Lithuanians. Alright, and if we need to see where the relics are, they are all over the place in this dry river. That's what I thought. So if purple wants to go for some relics, this is certainly possible. Now, this map, right? This map. So it has a similar Arabia start. Usually it's actually fairly wallable, right? You can team wall between the two players and basically wall off this entire map and keep your side of the dry river fairly safe. This is doable. You know, you might need to be, you know, get some military out to protect your villagers as they wall. But certainly worth it. Then also, right, you have all this fish in the middle of the map. You have to be careful of the crocodiles, though. Yeah, exactly. You got some hunt, you got some fish. And as we just saw, a shit ton of fish, right? So certainly a mistake to leave your opponents to get that fish for free. So yeah. Random position on the map despite the color. Yeah, I was gonna say, because normally, right, these maps are pretty good against about putting the players in you know, in the right order. But yeah, I guess Italians was supposed to be the flank, but I guess it's the pocket now. Well, ripperonis, I guess. We have blue pushing at an ostrich while fighting against purple. Yeah, these are high level players, all right. High level players for sure. As we have red, yeah, just kind of hanging around teal. I think he just did attack a villager there, a villager that has no loom, by the way, so could be sniped. Elephant goes down, almost losing a villager. Ooh, very careful. Have to be careful. But you see here, I see Fugick going out to the fish already. Something that, okay, now you're seeing it as well from GG. There you go. I would be afraid if they, you know, not only randomly picked this map, but then also didn't know what to do on this map. Imagine that. That would be a double whammy. But they know what to do on this map. No worries. That blue. Blue has no idea. Blue, obviously, his name is Duck Down. Obviously, the duck will go to the pond. That is a law of nature. That will happen. In any case. Interestingly, you see the Mongol player fishing, not hunting. And my question is, what's faster here? Is it Mongol hunt or fish? Well, I mean, if he wants to hunt, he would have to go out further. So it makes sense to keep your villagers close to your base. So, but he's not as lucky as Steel, who has hunt right next to his mill. I bet the Mongol player really would have wanted this. You know, got your Mongol hunt and your fish, and you're close to your TC-ish. That would be very nice. Oh, you thought there was only 20,000 food, huh? No, it's 400,000 food. Again, just to prove it, right? Just to prove it. Look at that. Oh. There you have it. 423,000. It's absolute insanity. That's a lot of fish. That's like every tile that would, you know, like that's pretty much in every tile that there can be fish, there's fish. Like, with some exceptions here and there. There's actually some water here and there. But, man, that's a lot of food. We have everyone going up to the feud lanes, so we'll just have to see what the plan is then. I'm not seeing anyone on gold, so I suppose, yeah, stable, there you have it. What about red? Is he on gold? Yep, he is, so that might be archers then. What about, yeah, obviously Lithuanians are going to go for a stable as well. That would make more sense. I like how we're walling in the villagers, you know, keeping them safe a little bit, as we have a little bit of shenanigans going on this side. Green making it to the feudal age, but he doesn't have his barracks up yet, so he's going to be delayed in his stable. It's probably going to be a stable. I'm not seeing him on gold. Now, this makes sense, right? As the barracks does go up, so at the very least, Green can still build a stable, but he still has to fight here to keep these scouts away. And he's not walled up whatsoever. Now, the reason why players here prefer the stable is because you're so far away from your opponent, and you have to cross this freaking dry river, which is quite far away. But that doesn't mean archers aren't a good idea, which is why you're still going to see some archers here from blue and from red. They're both going to go for archers. Makes a lot of sense. I like that. Teal Xing the villagers here right now. He saw that. He says, we should hit those. And yes, they should. As, a villager does get sniped here by the combined teamwork of red and yellow here. Did take him some scout HP, but in the end, Green will get the quick walls up. So he will at least be okay, but there's only 3 villagers on wood right now, which is not the best, until Green gets his own scouts out to defend. Oh yeah, there's the archery range. Only 1 archery range from blue so far. Not sure if he's going to make a second one. Red is on 2 archery ranges, so he's going to go for more archers then, as we have Teal trying to snipe a villager here. Might actually get this one. Yeah, he's going to get that one. 3, 2, 1. Boop. There you go. Villager is sniped. Might even get another one. It's Magyar Scout, remember? Magyar Scouts could in theory get 2 villagers, but in the end, with the help of the yellow scout, still a problem. As Steel is streaming in the scouts right now. Yeah, but if it's, of course, if it's a stream, it's less a stream, more a trickle. And trickles, of course, aren't that great. As, blue's archers, though, being found, like, ideally, you would keep that spearman next to your archer. That way, this doesn't happen. Yeah, see, like, he's not grouping them up together. So, purple can snipe these archers if he's paying attention to this. Which he is. We have, a spearman pushing away that blue spearman, obviously, so that the scouts from purple can engage. Question, is that a house? Okay, a random house that is being built right next to a spearman. You know, I think a guy poking you with a giant stick is kind of distracting if you want to build a house. We have a little bit of a scout engagement here on the hills, which seems to be in favor for the Hun player, you know, compared to the Mongol player, because he has 3 scouts instead of 2. Alrighty. A bit of early shenanigans here, as both sides try to hit the villagers that they know are on the fish, as indeed a purple vill does go down courtesy of the Magyar Scouts. Something that the Lithuanian player doesn't really want to fight, because obviously these Magyar Scouts will be able to kill their scouts quite quickly here. But in the end, purple still has more HP, but no, Teal streaming in more scouts. Purple is has to run away from this right now. Purple actually focusing down the archers first, but there's a spearman in here as well. Very annoying. As Purple is a bit on the back foot. Charlie has to defend right now against the Magyar Scouts. Villagers are starting to die right here, and this is the danger of sending your villagers to the scrumptious fish up here. Yeah, that's a lot of fish that you see right here. That's almost 10,000 food just in this window alone. But you have to defend it, and Purple is suffering a huge setback right now. You know, for his, well, I mean, I wouldn't call it greed. It's just what you do on this map. You take the fish. Magyars combined with some spearmen and a few archers proved a bit too strong. As Steel is even picking off the Lithuanian skirmishers. They might be fast, but not fast enough. As yeah, it's looking pretty good from GG. You know, this might be a randomly picked map, but they're definitely playing it well. All the aggression going forward right now, and yeah, Purple's gonna have to scramble to get up some walls maybe, or some military out to defend himself. Yeah, Yellow is alright. Yeah, Yellow took some damage as well, but he's still okay. Red's okay as well. Has a bunch of archers, and they're looking to strike back here on the other side. Now, something you should probably, that I should definitely notice is that Green isn't really fishing. Teal is kind of fishing, but again, not committed to it. The only one who's kind of committed to fish is Blue. So there's actually not that many villages you can hit here. Now, that does mean that they have to invest a lot more in farms, right? A lot more in farms, which loses you a bit of wood, which means you might fall behind your opponent who doesn't have that wood investment. Indeed, Yellow and Red, courtesy of their fish, are up to the next stage. Not purple, though. Purple lost his fish and villagers. So purple's going to have to defend for now with 28 villagers. Let's see how he's going to do that against, yeah, an archer scout combo. And remember, Magyar scout. Yee. Red, though, saw what was happening to purple. Was like, okay, no team wall then. We'll just wall myself in. That's fine. I'll just happily sit in the middle and be happy. There's no hole here, right? Okay, no hole. No single hole. In the meantime, though, we got the archers running into green space. One villager going down, a second villager down as well. The scout has gone down. The gold has to be abandoned. Green did not expect these archers to be here. The tower doesn't even go up right now. Yeah, that's a bunch of villagers down, and now we suddenly have a similar position between green and purple. As purple is down to 31 villagers, green is down to 27. Trying to scramble up that tower to push red away. Red, of course, is going to try to get some vill picks again. Gets another vill. No, not another villager. We'll have to run away right now. But just look at the minimap. Just look at all the military that blue is trickling forward right here. Just one archer, one spearman. I mean, it's still doing the trick for now. Purple committing to a tower right now. Kind of on his fish, but not really. I mean, I will at least push these archers away, hopefully. Think so. Okay, well, blue not paying attention to this, so he's going to take some HP loss on these archers. Alrighty then. Green still a threat to the villagers on gold. And now it's crossbows. Now it's Italian crossbows. And green is losing a lot of economy right here. But so is purple. As purple might very well lose this tower as the archers are just sitting right underneath it and the spearmen are tinking it down. We got a market denied on this side. Oh, even more disaster. You can't even buy your way up. Ouch. Yeah, you're going to have to be bailed out by your team here for sure. So we have scouts, Magyar scouts running into Yellow's base. Yellow going for a panic TC. Has to wall in the villagers though, otherwise the scouts will wreck this. Okay, yeah, the house walls will go up. One more hole. Very nice. Yeah, that should be okay. That won't be denied. That's fine. That's all coming down to like what can blue do for damage in purple space here, and the same what can red do in green space. For now, purple has more villagers than red. Red took a significant loss there. He is encapsulates, but well, with fewer villagers than anyone on the map right now. As red is red coming in to help yellow, sniping some of those Magyar scouts and pushing those pesky scouts away. Now there is of course a choice to be made here. Either as red and yellow, you say, okay, screw purple, we're gonna go forward and try to finish this quick, you know, and try to do some damage to green and maybe teal. Or, right, you send your military to purple and try to bail them out. Kind of gotta make a decision here, as purple is still stuck in the feudal age, has the food, doesn't have the gold though, so he won't be able to click up unless he sells some wood or food, something like that. Market does go up though, so in the end that can get denied. We have blue with a really nice little arena here to protect this wood line. Very fun. Red still denying the gold. Yeah, green can't really get any knights out. He's making scouts right now because he doesn't have any gold. He deserves to die. Why would anyone go skirts plus scouts with the intention to fight 2v1 without telling anyone in a 3v3? Oh, he didn't tell. He didn't say. Okay, well, luckily yellow is of a different opinion, is sending in his knights, but that is a lot of spearmen. That's a lot of spearmen, and the pikeman upgrade could come in at any time now. I think that's totally worth it. That's a lot of spears. You gotta upgrade those blue. Like that'd be a waste to not upgrade. This purple is walling out his wood line right now, trying to keep himself as safe as possible. Yeah, red is here with an army, yellow is here with some knights. I think purple is going to be okay now. Same thing over here, by the way, because teal is finally sending some knights now to help green. Is it going to be enough, though? That's there's no +2 on green's knights. There will be +2 on teal's knight, as you can see. Surround does come in. There's not a whole lot of crossbows. They will get to clear up. Very nice. Yeah, just does the job. Green can breathe. Can breathe again. As red is slowly chipping away at the blue army. But now it's crossbows, though. It's 9 crossbows versus 6. Blue has fewer crossbows, but red, yeah, nice. Picking off the crossbows first, and only then going for the spearmen, because the spearmen aren't really a threat to you. First the crossbows, and now you can just kill all of these easily. There you have it. Very nicely done, by the way. A lot of people would have tried to pick the spearmen up first, right? They would have picked the spearmen up first, and then the crossbows. Instead, though, this is better, as we have a militia as well. Ooh, it must have been a misclick. A gate here to slow them down so red can catch up and kill them. Very nice. Got some scouts still denying the fish from purple. He'll probably at some point maybe come back to take those. We also have no more villagers on Red's fish, actually. So either he lost those or something else. As Blue built a nice little arena, and now he has to wall behind that in order to keep his villagers safe. As the knights are trying to break their way in. The Mongols are coming, as they would say. Which would very, very much scare any medieval person. Mongols in town? Ouch. Not very good. As, the Huns actually finding a way into Yellow's base. You know, the way being any way you want it, because it's open. Could get into the wood line. There's a hole there. Villagers will be caught off guard. Nice reaction there from Yellow, though, but we'll lose at least one villager here. Very nice. Maybe even a second. Nah, can't get that second kill. The knights, though, being ambushed by the crossbows, and Blue gets a lot of knight kills, and Yellow's gonna have to run away. Was doing two things at the same time, after all. You know, it's hard to be on all sides, and he finds a hole in Teal's base. There was a hole right there. The stone being kind of annoying. Look at that. And now Yellow is in Teal's base and could hit that gold. Ooh, that would be a good spot. Yellow, please realize this, because Teal didn't realize it yet. Not sure if he saw that. He's probably assuming this is closed. It's not, though. As Yellow actually decides to run out. Interesting. I guess he can always come back later, right? He can always come back later. Got some knights in the back of his own base, so I guess that might also be seen as a threat. Or maybe he didn't realize. I'm not sure why he's sending his knights back home or around. Why are we sending our knights around? You were inside! No, don't tell me he's going to try to break through the walls. Yellow! No, come on. There's another hole right here, actually. Ah, you gotta be kidding me, right? There's a hole! You were inside! What is this? Oh, Yellow, you're funny. I mean, he can still break in, it's not a problem, but he was in already. What is this? As we have, oh boy, we have wholesale slaughter on this side. Yellow can only garrison as many villagers in a TC. And there's a lot of Magyar Knights here. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, villagers are going to die. Oof. That's painful. That's painful. Especially since the TC can still go down. Remember, that's still a bunch of knights fighting against it. Teal also taking out Yellow's knights over here. Green forced. Actually, Green's sending in some knights as well. And Yellow is just getting destroyed everywhere. Ay, 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 ay. It wasn't walled, and he's paying the price for it now. Down to 30 villagers. At the same time, he's also hitting Teal. And we have Red, who is an Imperial age by now. He is the Italian, was unharmed. Has Arbalest in Teal's base. What is this game? What is this game? Everyone is losing vills right now, except the Archer players. As the Magyar horde is just crashing down on these vills. These villagers that cannot hide in the TC because it's full. There's no place and they're all gonna get killed. Ay, 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 ay. Teal, wow, Yellow is down to his last 15 villagers in the TC. I have never seen that. Holy crap, that went from 0 to 100 really quickly. As we have Arbalest now coming in, that's a lot of knights. A lot of knights, all converging to trying to kill this Arbalest army. Might be Arbalest, but still. In the meantime, though, Teal down to 38 villagers as well. His economy is also potato because of the Arbalest, something he's not going to be able to deal with. Nor Blue, by the way, because Blue has his crossbows all the way over here. Potatoing Purple's economy. What is this game, you guys? What's going on? Everyone has a crap eco. Except Purple and Blue, ironically. I mean, Red is fast imp, so it makes sense he doesn't have a lot of villages. But Green and Teal and Yellow all hit quite hard right here. As we have a Mangonel shot. Ooh, come on, get a shot. But Blue reacted to it, so Blue's gonna run away. Got a bunch of idle villages here for Purple, though. Yeah, he's gonna send them back to work. Update over here. Oh boy, stables going down. Let's see. Can Arbalest hold their own against this many knights? As Red is going to get surrounded here. He's trying to micro away. Knights having a hard time engaging. And here you go. It's 28 Arbalest still. That is over 20 knights. But chemistry is in. Will allow them to kill knights a little bit faster. But I think the Arbalest in the end will go down. But at what cost? Many knights have bitten the dust here. Still Arbalest. They're still being microed back. They're still killing knights. A lot of weak knights near as well. In the meantime, Yellow coming in from the backside. Killing some some villagers on the farms. As the Arbalest finally go down. But man, that cost him some army for sure. That cost him a lot of army to do that. expensive to make that many knights. As here comes purple to kill these freaking crossbows. And that will end the attack on Purple Town for a while. As Purple is going to go for some stone walls. Yes, let's go. Purple thinks about it. It's like, I am done with these freaking raids. Let's stonewall this bastard. As we have a failed house wall attempt here, allowing the knights to get in. These Mongol knights, you know, they might be just generic knights, but they still do their work here. Steel now catches those knights. Only one will escape. That will be it. Some random knights over here. We got green going for 2 town centers, trying to re-boom again. It's Imperial 8 as well for blue, but all the cavalry players are not going to be an imp anytime soon here. They're still struggling to get all their knights out. They're eco running again, especially yellow on 25 villagers. Luckily for him, he still has 3 TCs up, so at least he can maybe get back into the game faster than you otherwise would, but jeez. Alright, we got purple going forward. We got red coming forward again. The question is where we're going to hit. Blue is a tempting target. After all, blue's economy is completely unhit. He's at 70 villagers. Red only at 50. So blue went for a slower imperial time, but has more eco to boot. Now we have red catching some knights off guard. Look at that. One shot. One shot. One shot. Bam! Half that army is immediately dead. Yeah, that was good. There's 6 knights in there, but really only 4, because 2 of them are really weak. Man, I don't know where to look. You still have a yellow knight raiding around over here. Which, of course, green is going to have to deal with. Okay. That got really chaotic real quick, as we have an attempted conversion here. Teal wants to run away, but the conversion does not come in, because no monk RNG for you. Another monk goes down as well. I'm not sure. Did that conversion come in? No, the knight just died. It was 6 knights, now it's just 5. So no conversions then. Not a whole lot of luck at that point. As Arbalest walls right into Teal's base again. He was just up to 50 villages again. Not so much anymore. But here comes blue. And blue has Bracer. And blue has Arbalest. And blue has more Arbalest. More importantly. But blue doesn't have Thumb Ring, so that might actually matter here. Look at that, red firing a lot faster. It's definitely making a difference here. It's 27 versus 36. But red, of course, has to deal with the knights at the same time, which is fairly annoying. Yeah, in the end, though, red's micro is not going to save him here. There's still simply too many Arbalest from blue. But in the end, I'd still say this was an even-ish trade for red. I'd still be happy with this. It's, actually, 10 versus 19. Yeah, this is pretty good. Oh, a little bit of a leg spike. At the same time, we have knights running into Teal's DC, and this time Teal is on the receiving end of a knight rush by purple, nonetheless, who got hit really hard early on. As red's army has bitten the dust, we'll have to rebuild that once more. We got a forward castle attempt from blue. Here come the Vils. No support whatsoever. If purple notices that castle's not going to go up. We have, yeah, the knights from purple do destroy the town center, kill a few villagers, but in the end, Teal's going to be okay with that. He's rebuilding the TC, although, you know, just do the same thing, right? Castle in front of the Hun base. What are we going to get to see? Tarkans? I'd love to see some Tarkans. You know, like, Tarkans are worse knights, but they are insanely good against archers because they have more pierce armor and are really good against buildings as well. Of course, that castle going up, green still has to deal with purple's knight raid here as purple lays a few villagers to rest on this side. Wowee. We got... How is that castle ever going to go up? That's never going to go up, right? How does that go up? The moment purple spots that, he's going to send his entire army that way. As he's dropping a 1 villager castle, and Teal sees that, and Teal's like, nope, it's a doubt castle. You see that, you guys? It was a doubt castle. Yeah, everyone saw that. It was a doubt castle. I mean, it technically is for now, as blue is starting to drop a castle. Does purple see that? It's so unexpected, he might not even notice it. Purple. No. No, that's not gonna go up, is that? No. Wow. Such a sneaky castle. Okay, well, now blue's attacking the town center. Now he sees it. Yeah, now the castle cannot be denied anymore. It's, too far gone. 79%. The knights aren't anywhere close. They still have to fight the Arbalest as well. That castle will go up. If it will stay up, that's another question. But still. We have purple destroying a TC on the other side of the map. Yeah, purple's going to back up for now. There's Arbalest there. He's not in the Imperial Age just yet. He will have a castle himself to make some traps from. But he's going to have to defend now. And I bet he's very happy that he stonewalled all of this. At least it's going to be difficult for blue to break in here. As he's using villagers. What, are we going to get sappers now or what? Oh, look at that! Look! Do you see them? Yes! It's Tarkans! They certainly cannot fight knights, but they're Tarkans! Yeah! Let's go! They have significantly less attack than a knight does, actually. That's why you normally don't see knights instead of Tarkans. But you can actually make this unit from your stables if you get marauders in your castle as the unique tag. And then you can certainly run into anyone's town and completely level it fairly easily. The only problem, of course, is those pesky knights. Hard to deal with. As blue is sending forward right now, trying to break into purple's town. Red is here and purple are here to defend. Purple is in the Imperial Ace, has to wait a bit though before he can get his upgrades. Yellow though was hit very hard, is back to 81 villagers again. 0 military right now. Like he's really banking on his teammates to carry him right now. Oh man, this is good fun. I love the fact that we're seeing Tarkans right now. I don't think green can make too many of them because he's still, you know, he has to go up the imp here, get the food out and things like that. Yeah, he's building his farming economy. No stone walls. I'd like to see him stone wall this actually. Just boom, stone wall, stone wall. Why not, right? And it's not like he has much to do right now. He's not fighting anywhere, so it's certainly something to keep in mind. We have traps coming out from purple as well. He's not showing them yet though, as blue is starting to push in here with some more military. Also, ooh, how you doing, Look Sky? You're ready at 6. Awesome. Well, I don't know how long this game is gonna go though. I mean, it's gonna depend on whether Fugick wins or loses. If Fugick wins, then this is the last game. If GG wins, it certainly is still an even game because it will be 1-1. As purple sniping the trebuchets right now. Also picking up the reinforcements, I like that, and blue's kind of stuck at this castle, which is now under siege itself. You know, a forward castle like that is always a prime target. And yeah, this is what blue does. He just streams forward reinforcements, and purple notices that and just starts picking them up because they're not a threat to him. In just groups of 1, it's fine. Okay, Viking Arbalest versus Italian Arbalest. What's better? I'd say Italian Arbalest are better here because they have Thundering. 24 versus 37 though. Again, the numbers are much better for blue, but the firing rate is much better for red. In the end though, numbers win wars here, not firing rate in most cases. We have Teal knocking on the door here for the Mongol player who stonewalled. Yes, I like that. I don't like the fact that he used houses as part of it, but I like the fact that we stonewalled. That's good, right? Because you're booming, you're going up the imp right now. Paladin coming in for purple, by the way. Like, you need to keep yourself as safe as you possibly can. Something that green hasn't done. Like, green is a classic hunts player. No houses, no walls. You know, those are the rules. The thing is that may come back to haunt him later if his opponents run into his base and completely ransack it. Although, that's what his plan is. Let's go, Tarkans! Woo! I love Tarkans. Now, Tarkans will break through his wall very quickly. And Teal says, okay, you take over here. Look at this house melt. Look at it melt. Look at it. Bam. It's already down. Look at this foundation melt. That's 2 Tarkans, you know, like, you can't repair against this. You just can't. These Tarkans will break through. Oh, at the same time though, blue trying to deny a castle for purple here is actually going to end up losing his Arbalest, which means his castle is probably done for as well. So just as the Tarkans are almost breaking in, as yellow is still walling behind here. There's an army gathering behind this as green stops. Okay, there we go. As now the Arbalists are fighting, but Paladin is in 5 seconds here. Paladin is very strong. Look at the HP spike. Bam! Suddenly. Like 70% more HP right there. Boom. And now you're microing against that with Arbalest. Not nice. Made more difficult by the fact that blue's behind his castle. We can't actually see this. And the castle will go down maybe even before the trebuchet comes out. Hopefully so, because at least now he gets the resources back. And blue's forward base will get completely annihilated. At the same time, though, Tarkans are in our base. No! Castle goes up, though, so in the end, the Tarkans will have to find another area of attack. I would suggest these houses right here. That's probably the easiest way to get in, honestly. We have more knights. Oh boy, here come the Tarkans. Here come the Tarkans. Let's go. Are they? They're not elite yet, are they? Final armor upgrade is coming in though. Here come the Tarkans. Let's go. Look at the towns that go down. Flum, flum. They used to also make a really cool sound, like a really cool chook chook sound when they hit. Now they don't do that anymore. It's kind of like a weird wave. And the only problem is that Paladins absolutely destroy Tarkans, especially when you task them to the town center and the town center is being repaired and it never goes down. Ay, 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 ay. Teal with a forward castle attempt right now. I don't think that's the play here. Not when there's two Mongol castles right next to you already. We have a Mangudai coming out. I would like that, as Paladin is coming in for Teal as well. Alright, markets going up on the on opposite sides. At least green hasn't done that yet, but blue already thinking about it. Problem is though, need to get your stone walls up. Blue is thinking ahead here. Green still does not have stone walls. If you're gonna go for late game trade, you kind of need that. Because we have Cavalier squaring off against the Paladin. Yeah, but there's fewer Paladin here, so the Cavalier are doing quite well. Oh man, we're getting close to a late game scenario by now, because neither side has been able to land a decisive blow as Steel has given up in this castle. Yeah. Oh, actually he's gonna build another one right in the side of this red castle. Yeah, he will be able to trap that down easily enough. As GG is massing more army. 126 army for them versus 44. There's not a whole lot of army on the field right now for Fugick. They're going to have to hold the fort. Cost them a lot of army to keep purple safe. They're trying to get their trade up in the meantime as well. The problem is they're going to have to deal with two castles on the left there trying to push in. So instantly red should make a trap here. Hopefully at some point they will make a trap. As Magyar Paladin is in. Oh boy. Like the outpost rush though. Some random vision that you get out of that. As blue is back. Blue is back with some Arbalest. This time not a whole lot of ARPs from red to stop it. Red actually making Genoese crossbowmen right now. Which will absolutely shred cavalry, by the way. Absolutely. Will be a great unit to have here. But you gotta make them from castles, which means you need to keep your castles standing. We have a trebuchet coming out now for Teal. I wonder if they already reacted to it. Okay, now red reacted to it, is making traps. So is yellow. So it's 2 castles versus 1. Actually 3 castles versus 1. I do not expect this castle to stay up too long. As please tell me he's going to delete this, because at some point you're going to lose the castle. Purple. Delete. As nice house wall, keeping the hussars out. Nicely done there by purple. You do not want to have these running through your economy. That's what the stone walls are for. Please delete it, purple. Purple, please. Delete it. Purple. Delete. Oh, he deleted it. Just in time. Ooh. Close. He got the stone back. But look at player 4's main gold. What the fuck is that shit? It's now being stolen by Teal, right? Yeah, this main gold has been very far out into the dry river. Yeah, so Teal's happily making use of that. As green looking to break in here. Now the tray is right there. There might not be a whole lot of it, but it still is there. Mangudai behind though. They just need to kill this castle if they can. The Italian castle is about to go down. We got Arbalest, we got Hussars, so we have a huge fight in the middle between the Paladin. But as long as red is here with Genoese crossbowmen, the Paladin cannot engage from Teal. They have a huge Paladin fight, but yeah, it's much better for purple. Look at the HP difference. Jeez. Here come the Hussar, but that's not going to matter too much. Now look at that. There's almost double the Hussars of the Paladins, and they still have half the HP. As, oh boy, is yellow going to be able to keep this out? House wall going up. Ooh, just in time. Just in time. Keeps them out for now. Got fortified wall as well. Learned this lesson probably about using houses as part of your wall foundation. Not the best. The castle goes down, allowing them to be close by here again. The Mangudai, I mean. As we have GG trying to break in everywhere. They're just trying to break in while Fugick is sending their trade up. We have 10 trade cards for yellow, 11 for red, and 4 for purple. Purple is actually making Winged Hussar with Lithuanians, which are of course a great unit as well. Paladin though, raiding forward, and purple is like, you know what? I don't like that castle. That's gonna come down. There you have it. Very nice. And that castle will eventually go down. It's Paladin after all. Chipping away at the bottom of the castle. As green is still trying to find a way in, but he just can't. He just can't find a way in, and it makes me think maybe instead of trying to trap down his castle, trap down the wall. Maybe. As we now have Rams. Okay, we're gonna go for Rams. As Yellow is still defending his front as much as he can, because you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to let that raiding party in. We have Paladins v Paladin right now, but still Purple with more Paladins, and also let's see how much attack he has on those actually. Oh, has at least 4 relics as well then. Yeah, so his Paladins are significantly stronger than Teal's Paladin. +2 attack comparatively. Would have been worse if they still were able to get 5 relics like they used to. Yeah, it's like as Manganel is defending the fortified walls for now. Yeah, Fort Fugick still holds. What about Fort GG? Well, Fort GG doesn't even have walls, so obviously the Paladins can run right in. And that's exactly what Purple is planning to do right now. And he's not opposed by a whole lot of military, actually. Yeah, so Blue's gonna have to deal with that now. Also, the trade is right there. Trade is right there. That's the thing with Fugick, with GG. If they lose their forward, they're gonna lose their base as well, because they do not have walls. And you see, slowly but surely, Fugick is starting to pop back into this game. They're getting their trade up, their gold influx as well. You know, they're both fully boomed. Both have 160 and 130 military respectively on the map. Crazy. Oh man, +8 Paladins. Remember that? I do. Still though, the fortified walls hold yet for now. 2 castles to defend that as well, and of course these elite Mangudai. Okay, non-elite Mangudai. Sometimes I click on them, I say that before I click on them, you know, and I kind of guess. As the Paladins are raiding in the back. See, this is what Teal and Green were planning to do with their Hussars, their Tarkans, and their Paladins. This is what they wanted to do. Run around, raid everywhere. Look at how much military pop is needed now to deal with those raids. Pop that is not able to come forward now to help against the Genoese crossbowmen. Wow, look at the Tarkans though. They're tanking a lot of fire, actually. That's crazy. In the end, though, this choke point is going to help Red keep his archers alive, and there's not much to do. As Teal is running away from these pesky villagers. Look at these. These are ballsy villagers right here. Okay, not so much anymore. Yeah, talk big when you're next to a castle, huh? But then as soon as you leave the castle, look at that. There you have it. That's what you get. Hoogmoed komt voor de val, as they say in Dutch. Which means as much as hubris will fall. Like, hubris will fail, pretty much. Eventually. This is just so annoying, by the way. A few Paladins can wreck your entire economy, and then you're forced to spam in Hussars, which is not going to be able. They're not going to be able to kill those Paladins very easily because, well, they're just Hussars, not Paladins. It's just really difficult. With a castle attempt now from Teal, which will not even go up. There's a Mangudai trying to deny that. Siege Ram though. Siege Ram against Mangudai. Oh, that sucks so much because they have a bonus first with the freaking Rams. Okay, Tarkans coming in though. They're elite Tarkans. 8 pierce armor on these. Being used against the trebuchets right now first. So many Mangudai here though. They're not elite yet though. Not elite yet. But there's 60 of them. Which is certainly mattering. The siege rams have already gone down, and look at that. The Tarkans are disappearing. The Hussars disappear. Now you finally break through the walls, and then you actually can't use your army. Rip. No, isn't it a doubt castle? Doubt? No. Doubt. Doubt. It's such a doubt castle, that one. Oh, beautiful. One Mangudai denies it. Oh, the irony. Steel tries to spam in through the choke points, but he just can't break through. He just can't break through these freaking walls. There might be a Swiss cheese of a wall, but that is actually favoring Fugick right now, as all the units come in a trickle fashion here. And look how many Paladins are being lost right now. You know, they're being met with Genoese crossbow bolts, which have this peculiar ability to destroy Paladins fairly easily. And are they elite? Yes, they are. Want to see how much bonus damage they do plus cavalry? +7. There you go. 17 attack. That's a lot of attack. Whoops. As now Yellow finally pushing out. And, I see. Green is like, oh, we're losing the front. Maybe we should stonewall that. The Hunt player stonewalling, that's always a good sign, isn't it? As Purple trying to get these freaking walls up. Plugging the holes. This might be the messiest wall I've ever seen. Look at that. What is this? What is this? There's a bunch of villagers in there as well. In the end, though. The winged Hussars are pushing out. Look at these fancy winged Hussar boys. Let's go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here they go. And yep, you're gonna have to chase those. You're gonna have to chase those. And remember, they also have extra HP, right? Yeah, a little bit extra HP. They attack a little bit faster, have higher base attack. Hussars are gonna have a hard time dealing with those winged Hussars. Well, actually, Lithuanians don't have the final attack, so they actually have as much attack as a Hussar, but still more HP, so it's fine. As now the counter raids are starting. And unlike Fugick, GG's base is, yeah, less fortified. You know, there's still palisade walls from the early feudal age. Oh man, but they're not giving up. They're still trying to push out. But what do you do against these freaking Genoese crossbowmen? As, man, that's a giant army. Look at that. So many Hussars are sitting here doing nothing. As Siege-Ram are coming out right now. And here comes Drill. That will make these Siege-Ram a lot faster. Here they go. See, 3, 2, 1. Choo-choo! Now they can keep up with the Mangudai. We have Genoese crossbowmen microing at them paladins and the Hussars, but look at it! Look at it! Barely any of them die! Like, you cannot fight Genoese crossbowmen with heavy cavalry. You just can't. It's just like in Total War. I know they look like archers, but you cannot rush those down. They will destroy your cavalry. We have Green now coming in with 60 Hussars! If not more. But are they going to be able to do it against the Mangudai? Which is still not elite, by the way. Still not elite Mangudai. That's definitely an upgrade that you want to be getting here. You know, more base attack, fires a bit faster. Yeah, as Yellow is certainly losing a bunch of Mangudai numbers. In the end, he's going to lose his siege as well. We got Halberdier coming out. Let's go, Hun Halberdier. Castle is still not going up. It might still go up, actually. It's not walled in. Yeah, we have GG still defending. It's not like Fugick is pushing out with a snowball right now that can stop everything. As Yellow is right back to where he started from, trying to defend his little choke point. Now that should be easy enough though, with Genoese crossbowmen in tow as well, which are just standing right in the middle. Couldn't give less of a fuck right there. Very nice. Oh, I gotta bleep that. Bleep. Yeah, Siege-Ram being annoying as well, just kind of sitting in the middle with their HPs, good stuff. Yeah, the choke point though, the choke point is what's saving Yellow. It's disallowing Green and Teal from overwhelming the Mangudai player. In the meantime, Purple and Red are slowly but surely pushing across the dry river. It's difficult, alright, as Blue is still trickling in military across the river. He just has to, doesn't he? He just has to. Hilarious. But yeah, the problem is, as he's making palisade walls, that's not gonna save you. That's not gonna save you, my friend. Not in Imperial Age, those palisade walls go down within a second. A lot of Hussars again. So many Hussars. We got some bombard cannons. Oh, loving the splash damage. Oh, Red can get all the siege though. I mean, Green can get the siege. He's thinking about it. But now committing to the Mangudai. Halberdier's in here as well though. It's still a tricky fight, but in the end, I think Yellow and Red will be okay here. Yeah, look at the HP. Look at HP, it's not even close. And Green, he's producing as much as he can, but the army count is starting to falter a little bit for GG. Like, they're making army. Don't have a lot of gold income yet as well. That's also a thing. As the Paladins and the Hussars make it into Teal right in the middle of their base. I told you, the palisade wall right there got got destroyed fairly easily. And now you're gonna have to deal with these freaking Genoese X-Bows and Paladins in your base. I'm not seeing any Paladins being produced anymore from Teal. Probably can't afford it. He's only now, he's at 43 trade, right? So he must have the gold, but the problem is actually the food at this point. He's got some resources banked up. He's just not making anything right now. He's actually switching it to heavy cavalry archer, which is not going to help you against Genoese crossbowmen because they also counter those. It still counts as cavalry. And now the trade is starting to go down. Is this the GG moment then? When GG is going to lose their trade. They're trying once more with a Hussar spam here. As Purple micros right back to the front here. Genoese X-Women absolutely shredding everything. I mean, look at the kill counter on these. Look at the kill counter on these. Just look at the kill counter. 230 kills. These freaking Genoese crossbowmen. And counting. Still counting. This is craziness. It's crazy. As long as red controls this middle choke point, there will be no more trade for GG. As Teal's spamming in everything he has. He's spamming in all his troops, the cavalry archers, everything. Purple's paladins are disappearing in the meantime, but red is still there. Now we have blue joining the fight here with his elite skirmishers. They're fully upgraded. Now those could deal. Those could deal with these pesky Genoese crossbowmen, but there's still some paladins after all. And now you'll see that cavalry archers are not going to save you here, because they still are classified as cavalry. As the red is still killing, and still killing. My god. The massacre. So many trade cards going down as well, which are also classified as cavalry, which is the worst part. In the meantime, because green had to help in the middle, now he's struggling to get his mass back up on the front. We got red here with some Genoese crossbowmen, which are also getting a lot of kills. Mangudai behind. Teal actually got the castle up. Nice. Alright, another dive castle. We got blue trying to hit purple, but there's nothing to hit anymore. We got honor now for purple. It's starting to look better and better for the Fugick team, as we even see a monk bringing back a relic from the other side. Mangudai in the trade is an absolute disaster as well. The GG is called, and GG, well, literally taps out of the game. But what a game it was. Jesus Christ. Fantastic game, you guys. Wow. It was like both sides had a lot of opportunities to kill each other here. Like, it was definitely the most even fight of the day, leading to an amazing match. Well, that's the stuff we like to see. Both teams playing extremely well. But in the end, I think the unique units really saving Fugick here. You know, you have your paladins with extra attack. You have Mangudai, which are still not elite. Oh, they're elite now. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, they're elite now. But the Genoese Expomen especially were especially difficult to deal with. Very difficult to deal with. Especially when your opponents are making mostly cavalry. You know, I mean, I guess blue could have countered that with some Arbalest, perhaps. But yeah, blue was really busy trying to kill purple, right? He was really busy trying to kill purple, and that didn't work out either in the end. So, man, what a mess of a game. Like, there's not really one point where I could point at and be like, oh yeah, this is why GG lost. There really isn't one point, so I'm not even going to try. It's just how the pendulum swung at the end. And it swung in the direction of GG, leading to the victory for Fugick. So let me actually update the scoreboard. Bam. Now, I bet that we really want to see the statistics. Am I correct in thinking so? I think so. Want to see? Let's have a look at the KD. Who had the best one? I'm gonna guess red. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Look at that. 911 kills. 911 kills. Such immense numbers of military that GG were throwing at them, but most of it was Hussars. Look at the KD for green there. 257 kills, but 657 losses. Craziness. Jeez. Yeah, and of course, purple as well with his paladin spam. He was able to get more paladins out and keep him alive, more importantly. That's the thing. Paladins didn't really do that much for Teal. We're kind of looking back at that point that blue lost all his army in his forward. Didn't really get that much support from his teammates because they were still building their armies right now. And there was a moment here, right? A moment when Fugick also didn't have a lot of army. Imagine if green and teal would crash in with their own paladins at that point. Welcome to the Lueto fan club, Red. Yeah, I guess I have to be. I guess I have to be part of the Lueto fan club. It's funny. Looking at the economy here, yeah, economy overall pretty much similar. Both sides had great economies. I guess actually, yeah, the Mongol player with the worst economy, and that's saying something because it's still a lot, you know, still way better than it usually gets. Yeah, we got 4 relics collected, obviously for purple. That definitely helped his Hussar spam. Looking at the society, just highlighting these 2 moments. Look at that. Look at the vill count for yellow drop that significantly. He was down to 15 villagers, but at the same time, green also lost a lot of vills. Like, it's just funny. Like, a lot of players got hit real hard in this game, which made it a very interesting game to watch. You know, the dynamic was a lot more different. A lot more different. Jeez, is that English? Now, this is what you get after a long day of casting. You start slurring words. And of course, we want to see the APM. What was the APM like? Bam. All right, looks like we got a 59 APM was the highest APM. Huh. It's actually not as fast as I thought it looked like. Like, it looked like you guys were doing an insane amount of things at the same time, but then I guess the total GPM, yeah. I guess, you know what's more instructive to look at? Here, the military APM, and look at the peaks. Look at that. Every single one of them above 100. There you go. That tells you more about these players' capabilities, you know. Also, I bet this Eco APM right there, 92 as a peak. Wanna bet that was when he was trying to reboom, you know, when he was trying to reboom and also save his villagers. That would be my guess. Man, great games, you guys. Alright, well, I'm just gonna say congratulations for Fugick. And of course, good luck next for GG, because they're a good team as well. I'm expecting great things from both these teams. GG!